Take on the big board here on People Puzzler. Goodbye.
Last time on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Well, you had $16,000. Now you got $32,000. Yes, the Miami Dolphins for $64,000.
Too much money, Regis. I can't risk it. I think it's Anne Boleyn. Hey.
And now you got $32,000.
I think I'll go with my 50-50 here. I want to make my phone call.
Mike, you won $125,000. So you just won $250,000.
I'm going to go with B.
No kidding.
What the heck?
You got it for $500,000.
I really don't know this one. I'm not going to answer.
Now, join us from New York for night 88 of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good luck, Gus. Good luck. Thank you very much, everybody. Good evening and welcome to Sunday night at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Well, you know, in May we're going to be on an awful lot. In fact, we're on for the next 5 nights straight. Our big celebrity show starts tomorrow, and if you don't know already, we'll tell you who's going to be on those shows at the end of this show. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Returning tonight is Gus Papadopoulos, who just made it into the hot seat when our last show ended. Nice to see you again, Gus.
Nice to be here.
We didn't have a chance to talk so much, but you're from Florida, right?
I'm from Florida.
Clearwater area?
Clearwater area.
What do you do?
I'm a process improvement specialist. I'm married. I have a son who's 6.
And how have you prepared for this show, Gus? All your life you've been studying, reading?
Somewhat. Things have been really busy at home over the last week. I really didn't have a chance to do much research reading until the last couple of days. So if I didn't know it before I got here, I probably don't know it now. But let's give it a shot.
All right, Gus, we're with you. You know, you've won $200. You're 13 questions away from winning $1 million. Here's how we play. The more questions you get right, the more money you win. Once you reach the $1,000 or the $32,000 level, you're guaranteed to leave you with at least that much money. All of your lifelines are left to help, 50-50. Ask the audience, and you could phone a friend. Now, to play along with Gus, log on to abc.com, click on the Enhanced TV logo, and play against everybody else at home using ABC's Enhanced TV. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, Gus, you ready to go here?
Let's do it.
Studio audience, are you ready? Yes, we're all ready. Let's go. Let's play. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here it comes, Gus, for $300. Which of the following is not found in a standard set of measuring spoons? Tablespoon, teaspoon, 1/4 spoon, dash.
I'm not the cook in the family. My wife is. But there's one thing I told myself before I got here.
What's that, Gus?
I said in the first 6 or 7 questions, those are things that most Americans know. And the first 6 or 7 questions, if I don't know it, trust the audience. So what I'd like to do is ask the audience for help on this one.
All right, sure, Gus. We can do that. Audience would love to help. On your keypads, using A, B, C, or D, please vote now. Well, 95% of the audience says it's a dash, not found in the standard set of measuring spoons.
Audience, hope you're right. D dash.
D dash, final answer.
Final answer.
They were right, Gus. You won $300.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Too bad you had to use a lifeline, but you got to stay in the game sometimes.
Sure thing.
Just not familiar with it. So here we go, Gus, for $500. Which of the following TV characters is a horse? Mr. T, Mr. Green Jeans, Mr. Ed, Mr. Spock.
C, Mr. Ed.
Yes, Gus Papadopoulos, it's Mr. Ed. You won $500. $1,000 coming up. O'Hare International Airport is closest to what U.S. city? Chicago, New York, Indianapolis, Houston.
A, Chicago.
Chicago. You just won $1,000. $10 away from $1 million. Here it comes for $2,000. What is the maximum number of dots on a standard domino tile? 4, 6, 10, 12.
Okay. The maximum number of dots on a standard domino tile. Each tile's got 2 squares. You can go anywhere to 6 dots on each square. Make sure. It's got to be D12.
That analytical mind, narrowing it down.
I tried, yeah.
Final answer?
Final answer.
He says 12. He just won $2,000. For $4,000, Gus, take a look. What MTV show was co-hosted by former Playboy playmate Jenny McCarthy? Yo, MTV Raps, Singled Out, Remote Control, The Real World.
I remember seeing a promotional placard for the show. It had a real-life Jenny McCarthy cardboard cutout on it. And if my wife was watching, I'm sorry, hon, I only looked at it for a second. B, Singled Out.
Okay. Okay. Make it your final?
Yes, sir.
He says Singled Out. He's right for $4,000. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be going for $8,000, 8 away from $1 billion.
Master.
Personal loan.
Gus Papadopoulos from Safety Harbor, Florida, just north of Clearwater. So you're a big baseball fan, huh?
Oh, yes, sir.
Devil Rays?
Devil Rays ever since they moved in a couple years ago.
And you're also a collector.
Do collect some baseball cards and also some baseball programs.
What's the most valuable thing you got in your collection, Gus?
It's got to be something that my wife gave me for Valentine's Day. It's a program from the 1931 World Series. Philadelphia A's and St. Louis Cardinals. And it's not just the money, it's the fact that she thought enough of it to pass it along to me. Her engagement gift to me was also 57 Topps baseball card with Mickey Mantle and Yogi Berra on it.
All right, Gus, you've won $4,000. We're going for $8,000. You're 8 away from $1 million. You've got 2 lifelines left. Let's play. Here we go. Who recorded the 1972 hit song My Ding-a-Ling? James Brown, Jerry Lee Lewis, Chuck Berry, Bob Dylan.
Who recorded the 1972 hit song My Ding-a-Ling? Whoa. Don't think it's Bob Dylan. Doesn't fit what Bob does. Don't think it's Jerry Lee Lewis. But the song name does not ring a bell. This would be a good time for me to phone a friend.
Somebody in mind?
I would like to call David.
And who's David?
He and I went to school together.
All right, fine. Let's get David on the line, AT&T, and see if he can help Gus.
Hello?
Hello, David.
Yes?
Regis Philbin here from ABC's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Hello?
How you doing?
Very good, thanks.
I'm here with your old college buddy, Gus, and he needs a little help right now.
Right?
So you can't see him, but he's already won $4,000, going for $8. When he comes on the line, he'll read you the question and the 4 possible answers, and one of them, of course, the right answer.
All right.
All right, so the next voice you hear will be Gus. Gus, you've got 30 seconds, and they start now.
David.
I guess.
Who recorded the 1972 hit song My Ding-a-Ling? James Brown, Jerry Lee Lewis, Chuck Berry, or Bob Dylan? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's tough. James Brown. I'm thinking Jerry Lee Lewis.
How do you know Jerry Lee Lewis?
I'm not too sure. It's just a gut, and it's not real clear.
Okay, why would you say that? Okay.
Didn't sound quite confident, did it?
Okay. Well, I was thinking James Brown for Chuck
Unless you
Berry.
can still narrow it down by 2 if you're going to make this a guess.
I am thinking about that. I kind of wanted to save it for later, but kind of like using a star pitcher early in a 7-game baseball series. If you don't win, you don't win early. You don't get to play late. Let me use my 50-50, please, Regis.
All right, computer, would you take away 2 of the wrong answers for us, leaving 1 wrong answer and the right one? Well,
And I've seen this happen all the time on the show.
James Brown and Chuck Berry, which I think you narrowed it down to before. So
You know, a lot of Chuck Berry stuff, if I recall correctly, and I may not, was 50s and or 60s. And Godfather of Soul has had hits for a good part of the last century. I would like to say A, James Brown.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Sorry about this, Gus. It was Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry. Well, Gus, you go home with $1,000. That's all. It was nice meeting you. Good luck. My ding-a-ling, yeah. Well, it was #1 in the United States and the UK, but perhaps not just that memorable. Right now, we've got 10 new contestants ready to go. Who are they tonight? Let's find out. And they are Tom Howell, Converse, Texas; Scott Bella, Chicago, Illinois; Ryan Sigris, Byron, Minnesota; Jennifer Lord, New York City; Keith Hanselman, Strongsville, Ohio; Greg Burke, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma; Evelyn Bartow, Spring Valley, Illinois; DJ Callan, Abingdon, Maryland; Martin Podorowski, Glen Allen, Virginia; and Lesley Silva, West Hyannisport, Massachusetts. Okay, contestants, here's how it works. In a moment, a question and 4 possible answers will appear on your screens. The one who puts those answers in the correct order in the fastest time will be our next player. Audience, we need complete silence here. Thank you. Here comes the question. Using the lyrics of the song Don't Know Much by Sam Cooke, put these subjects in order, starting with the first. French, biology, science, history. Okay, everybody, time's up. Let's do the answer in the correct order, starting with the first, history, then biology, science, and French. That's the right order. Let's see who got it in the fastest time, and the winner is Martin Podorowski. Hey, Martin. Congratulations. Want to play? Let's go. Martin Podorowski from Glen Allen, Virginia. That's near Richmond, right?
That's right.
Yeah. What do you do?
I'm a lawyer by profession, but currently I'm working as a business analyst for a consumer finance company.
And you brought one of your friends from law school.
Yes, I did.
She is Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
All right, Martin, you all set to go here?
Absolutely.
Let's go. You know the rules. You know about your lifelines, 50-50. Ask the audience, phone a friend. It's all here for you. So if you're ready, Martin, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? $100 coming up. According to a proverb, trying to find something obscure is like looking for a needle in a what? Toolbox, haystack, forest, sewing supply store.
I'm going to say B, haystack.
Yes, haystack is the right answer for $100. $200. Here we go. What sound traditionally signals the beginning of a race at a track meet? Whistle, bell, gunshot, cry of shark.
Well, crying shark would probably start people running, but I think usually they would use a gunshot. C.
Yes, it's a gunshot at $200. Here it is now for $300. According to its slogan, what soft drink is the uncola? 7-Up, Mountain Dew, Sprite, Yoo-Hoo.
Okay. Very old commercial, I think.
Been around for a while.
You know what? I'm better ask the audience.
All right, fine. Why don't we do that? Okay, audience, Martin needs your help here. On your keypads using A, B, C, or D, please vote now. Looks like you and two others were the only ones here who didn't know, according to this poll. So what do you think?
I need to watch more commercials.
You need to give me a final answer.
I'm going to go with A, 7-Up.
There you go. Final answer, 7-Up. Yes, it's the right answer for $300. $500. In what part of the body would you have a root canal, Martin? The mouth, ear, heart, liver.
I'm going to go with A, mouth.
Yes, that's where you would have a root canal in your mouth. $4,000. In the TV series Spin City, what position does Michael J. Fox's character hold at City Hall? Mayor, press secretary, deputy mayor, police chief. Seen the show?
Once or twice. No, he's not the mayor. No, he's not the police chief. Really? I think he's the deputy mayor. And I'd hate to leave here with nothing, but I'd also hate to walk away at this point. I'd hate to use a lifeline. So, I think I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess press secretary B.
Final answer, Martin?
Final answer.
Oh, Martin, I'm sorry. Sorry. No, he was the deputy mayor. Yes, the deputy mayor. I thought he was the press secretary, too. Good luck to you. This way, Martin. I feel terrible because I always thought he was the press secretary as well. Paul Lassiter, who was played by Richard Kind, is the press secretary on that show, and he always has been. Anyway, we still have 9 more contestants ready to go, so here's the next fastest finger question. Put the following Southwest American cities in geographical order, starting in the west. Albuquerque, Tucson, San Diego, San Antonio. All right, time's up, everybody. Let's see the answer in the correct order, starting in the west and in San Diego. And then Tucson, Albuquerque, San Antonio. That's the right order. Let's see who did it in the fastest time. The winner, Brian Sigler. Hey, Brian, ready to win $1 million? He's going to go for it. We'll be right back.
You may not.
$855-770-0674. That's 855-770-0674. Make that free call now.
Brian Sigrist from Byron, Minnesota. Now, Brian is the father of 5, has a 10-year-old son,
Yes.
and quadruplets.
That's right.
Yes, and what a difference that must have made. And your lovely wife, Chris, right behind you there. Hi, Chris.
Hi,
Who's watching the kids?
Grandma and Grandpa.
Good for them. All right, so tell us a little bit. What do you do for a living?
I'm a letter carrier for the post office.
Uh-huh. I think you're about the second movie you've had on the show.
Yeah.
Good, you like it?
Yeah.
Very good.
I do.
All right, Brian, well, welcome to the show. You know the rules. You know about the lifelines, 50-50. Ask the audience, phone a friend. So if you're ready, Brian, let's do it. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? For $100, according to an old adage, what can't you fit into a square hole? Square peg, round peg, triangular peg, Goodyear blimp.
I'm going to say B, a round peg.
You got it right for $100. $200. Here we go, Brian. What is a cook most likely to do with a whisk? Decorate a cake, clean pots, beat ingredients, cuddle.
I'm gonna say C, beat ingredients.
Yes, a whisk beats the ingredients. $300. By definition, if you suffer from dehydration, your body lacks what? Water, muscles, bones, rhythm.
I'm gonna say A, water.
Yes, it's water. You won $300. $500. Here it comes. In 1906, which American city was devastated by an earthquake? St. Louis, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego.
You know, it's amazing. We just talked about that at home just in the last week. And I'm positive it's B, San Francisco.
San Francisco, 1906, devastated by an earthquake. We're going for $1,000 right now. On the TV show Match, which character wore women's clothing to try to get discharged from the Army? Corporal Radar O'Reilly, Major Charles Winchester, Corporal Max Slinger, Major Frank Burns.
Let's go with C.
He's right for $1,000. When we come back, he's going for $2,000 and all of his lifelines over them.
I got
Ryan Sigrist from Byron, Minnesota, letter carrier, in the hot seat right now. Got to go back to having quadruplets, and might as well ask your wife, Chris, what was it like? What impact?
Well, going from one child to 5 children, it was a lot of difference in housework, dishes, laundry, a lot of sleep deprivation the first couple weeks.
Yeah. And now that they're 5, and your other child is 10, what is the biggest problem?
Basically, I feel like a short order cook.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
always eating, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. What a nice family to have. Are they all boys?
We have one girl.
One
Mhm.
girl. Poor little girl, huh? Surrounded by all those
She's the
guys.
little princess.
Yes, I'll bet she is,
Yes,
sure. All right, Brian, you're the letter carrier. You drive, deliver your mail in a truck or a car or a little Jeep or what?
Little LLV, a little truck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, little white trucks you see.
I see you pull right up to the mailboxes now to slip it in.
Yeah, we do some of that. I do a lot of walking.
Do you?
Yeah, everything.
All right, here we go now. You won $1,000. You're going for $2,000. All of your lifelines are with you. 10 away from $1 million. Let's play. Here we go. For $2,000, Brian, actor Nicolas Cage is the nephew of what famous film director? Oliver Stone, Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese, Stanley Kubrick.
I know it's not Oliver Stone. He's about not that much older than Cage, I don't think. And I'm pretty sure it's B, Francis Ford Coppola. And I think I'll make that my final answer.
And you're right for $2,000. $4,000. Here it is. Which popular physicist has sold over 9 million copies of his book, A Brief History of Time? Stephen Hawking, Albert Einstein, Edwin Hubble, Steve Weinberg.
Well, I have an idea who it is. I'm going to say A, Stephen Hawking.
Confident?
Yes.
Final?
Final answer.
Just won $4,000. 8 away from $1 million and all of his lifelines intact. Here it is for $8,000. In tennis, what is the only Grand Slam tournament played on natural grass? The Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, U.S. Open.
Wow. I know the U.S. Open is played on like a hard surface, a hard court. The French Open, I'm pretty sure, is played on clay. Almost positive it's not the Australian Open. I believe it is Wimbledon. I think I'm going to go with C, Wimbledon.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You had 4,000. You now have $8,000. Brian, 7 away from $1 million. All of your lifelines are with you. Here it is for $16,000. The southernmost city in the United States is located in what state? California, Texas, Florida, Hawaii.
Well, the question says the United States. It doesn't say the 48 contiguous states. It says the whole United States. And I do know that Hawaii is further south than any of the states in the continental U.S. So I think I'm going to say D, Hawaii.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Got it again for $16,000. Six away from $1 million here. Here it is for $32,000. In what city does the action in the musical Cabaret take place? Paris, Berlin, Vienna, Hamburg.
I know Cabaret, I think, takes place during or before the Second World War. I think I'm going to ask the audience this time.
Want to ask the audience? Sure. Audience, Brian needs your help here. In what city does the action in the musical Cabaret take place? On your keypads, using A, B, C, or D, vote now. It's close. Berlin, 51%. Paris, 40%. Hamburg, 4%. And Vienna, 5%.
Well, it gives me a little indication. My first thought was Berlin. I don't think it's Paris. If I remember right, one of the songs from Cabaret was in German. So I think I'm going to go with B, Berlin.
Okay. Want to make it your final answer? Something troubling you?
Well, no, I think I'm ready for final answer, Berlin.
You got it. $32,000.
It's official.
By calling today.
Alrighty, Brian, there it is. $32,000. Brian Seacrest, letter carrier from Byron, Minnesota. Now, Chris, did you know he was this smart?
I did.
Yeah, smart guy. Well, look, I think you're doing fine here. You've got 2 lifelines with you. You've got the phone a friend at 50-50. You've won $32,000. We're going for 64. We're just 5 away from $1 million. Let's play. All right, Brian, take a look. Here's the $64,000 question. In 1967, what rock band appeared in the first live worldwide television show broadcast by satellite? The Who, the Byrds, Cream, the Beatles.
1967. The Who, the Byrds, Cream, the Beatles. Well, obviously the Beatles were huge. I'm not sure when the other three became popular. I know it was in the 60s, but whether it was that early. I think maybe I would like to use my 50-50 lifeline.
Want to narrow it down to two?
I think so.
Okay, Brian, sure. Computer, take away two of the wrong answers, leaving one wrong answer and the right one. Byrds and Beatles. 1967.
The Byrds and the Beatles. I think I want to use the phone a friend lifeline.
Not sure about this, huh?
Just not positive.
Who do you want to call?
I think I want to call Jim.
Who's Jim?
Jim's a co-worker of mine who knows quite a bit about music.
In the post office?
Yes.
All right, fine. Our friends at AT&T will get Jim on the line, see if he can help.
Hello?
Hello, Jim.
Yes.
Regis Philbin calling from New York City.
Hello, Regis.
How are you?
Fine.
Who'd have thought that one day I'd be talking to two letter carriers from Byron, Minnesota? But here I am. And there you are, Jim, and we need your help, okay?
Okay.
Ryan is here, needs it. He's going for $64,000, so he's going to come on the line and read a question and two possible answers. One of them's the right answer, okay?
Okay.
All righty, Jim. Ryan, it's all yours. 30 seconds.
In 1967, what rock band appeared in the first live worldwide television show broadcast by satellite? Is it the Byrds or the Beatles? What do you think?
No, I have to guess the Beatles.
The Beatles?
Just a guess.
Just a guess. Not feeling too good about it?
Not really, no. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, Jim. We'll give her a try.
You're not going to lose anything here. Aaron, you know that.
That's in the back of my mind. I think we're going to have to feel good about the Beatles. I think Jim's got a good idea. I think we'll go with the Beatles.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Tough to turn them down, wasn't it? You were right for $64,000. You know, it almost was too obvious, wasn't it? So that kind of backed you away from it.
Seemed too easy.
Well, we're 4 away from $1 million. All the lifelines are gone. We've burned up 2 of them on that question. Here it is now for $125,000. What state did Robert F. Kennedy represent in the U.S. Senate from 1965 to 1968? Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New York, Maryland.
Well, I know there was quite a controversy, and I know it relates to the Senate race that's going on this year, and I'm pretty much positive it's C, New York.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You had 64. You got $125,000. Okay, we keep going here. We're 3 away from $1 million. We're looking at $250,000. Should you miss here, you'll lose $93,000. But you're a calm guy, you know it?
I've been through a lot, Regis.
Putting the mail in the post box?
No. After you've had 4 babies at one time.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's right. You're absolutely right. That'll do anybody in. All right. $250,000, my friend. Let's look at it right now. Which of these movies incorporated elements of the Shakespeare play Henry IV? Ron, My Own Private Idaho, 1,000 Acres, Fargo.
You know, I thought of myself as a movie buff until I saw this question. Seems like every time they want to stump someone, they pull out the Shakespeare.
Or the Beatles.
Or the Beatles. Well, that's too. Yeah. At this point, I don't have a clue. And I think I'm more than happy with what's happened so far.
Well, we're happy you won it. You want to make that your final decision?
That's my final
I know you're reluctant to give it up, but all right. So you won $125,000. The correct answer is My Own Private Idaho. All right, Brian. Here it is, $125,000. Good luck to you, okay, buddy? I'll bet everybody in the country was pulling for that young guy to win. Anyway, for that young family with 5 kids, 4 of them quads, I'm sure they'll have no problem spending that $125,000. Good for them. But we still have 8